Hi and welcome to Winning the Game of Life class. I am going to share this class in honor to my birthday, that is today. And I want to share something special with you. So I took one of the classes from Spirituality for Living, and I am sharing this for free um, because I want to give you something on my birthday. So society and the system. The system want to make us think that success is a luxury, that success is for a few, that success is measured by the amount of money you have in a bank account or for the amount of material goods you have. But this is a big lie. Success is not only measured by money. Money is a result of success, and success is not only for a few, because we all of us have were born successful. It is a birthright. We have success and prosperity and abundance is something that is within us, and we just have to tune into it. It is not something we have to reach, we have to fight for, we have to, we have to find. It is not something that we have to look for or to earn. It is something that is already within us, and we just have to tune into the energy that we already have because we were born with that. So success is not measured by money. Money is the result, is a result of success. It is part of success, but not success itself. So with this, you can have a lot of money and not be successful. So with this predisposition, we grow believing that we are not worthy of winning in life, that we are not worthy of success, that we are not worthy of having money, of having happiness, of having love. The defeatist mentality, we settle for following the life of others in social networks. That is something that is very common nowadays, that we are following the life of others in social network instead of actually tuning into our own source of prosperity and successful. So the social media is something tricky because most of the people we follow, of the people we see so successful with so many things, it is just a showcase. It is appearance. It is marketing. So success is not the same for everyone. For some people, it's having a big house, it's having a luxury car, it's spending money in clothes. But that is not. That is just the shallow part of successfulness, of being successful. That is just a shallow part. And instead of being so intrigued and following the life of others, why don't we evaluate our own lives, and why don't we ask ourselves honestly what is a successful life for us, for yourself, and how you can achieve this, how you can tune into this energy and create that successful life for yourself. So we don't even stop to ask ourselves what success means to us. That is a big mistake because we are always following what is success for other people, because we haven't stopped for a moment and say, hey, what does it mean for me to have a successful life? So we are always doing the things that others do, and we feel so frustrated when we don't get to, to have the same thing, the same life that other people have. So it is a huge mistake to be following the ideas of success of other people instead of asking ourselves, what is success, for you? What does it mean? So what will make you feel successful? Ask yourself, be honest, and ask yourself what will make you feel successful. What is success for you? And I actually want you to think this truly. It is not success for other people, or what other people have told you, or not what you think you should be or it should be. What is success to you? What do you need to turn into a successful life? For so many years, I was trapped in the illusion of when I have the house, the car, the job, the bank account, I will feel realized and successful. And that mentality kept me down on my knees, feeling like a failure. So many times I lost my count. Because you build a lot of expectations that are not even yours. And when you stop for a moment and you say, wait, but I don't even want that. I am, I am going after something that I don't even want. And that is a big realization, that is a big awakening when you say, wait, but I am chasing something that I am not even, it doesn't mean anything to me. This is why it's so important you know yourself, you know your true self, because this is where you can define what is success for you and what it a successful life for you on your own terms, that you can create your own successful life apart from what it should be, apart from this what is the structure in the society, in relation, what is true for you and what is success for you to tune into the successful energy and the successful feeling. So I am not saying it's a bad thing to have the house, the car, and all of that, because it is more than okay to have it. I am not going that way, What I am saying is all of that is a result of something far beyond the material goods. And it is not a bad thing to have the house, to have the car, but sometimes we have to check on ourselves and see if the house that we want is a house that we wanted because we want to show off something, or we want to fulfill the expectations of others, or is a house that we feel comfortable in, that we feel loving, that we feel harmony, that it doesn't goes beyond what we can afford, so we can have our finances, in a good place. That is what I am talking about. So having it won't make you feel successful. Like having a lot of things, it won't make you feel successful. It's just going to fulfill a preconceived image of how your life should look like. How things should be, how your life should be, but it doesn't mean you are going to feel successful. So be curious with yourself and your life. In the other classes on spirituality for living, and I explain what is to have a successful life, what is to have prosperity and abundance, that it is not solely for money. It is like a bundle of things. So be curious with yourself, be curious with your life. Never take for granted what people say about how things should be. Always inquire, always ask yourself, what do you want? Ask yourself what is best for you, what is true for you, what feels right for you. What do you want in that moment? You don't have to want the same thing for the rest of your life. You can, upgrade and change. To know yourself is the best gift you can give to you. To truly know yourself and to respect who you truly are, and not trying to be someone you are not. And because when you accept yourself, you can clearly see what you want without being influenced by the external. So you are a winner. You are a winner when you create a life that is aligned with your true self, with your higher self. That's when you are a winner. So God's perfection is within us all the time. Uh, Winning at life is the manifestation of the power that exists within us all. We have all that power already. We are winners. We were born winners, but with time we disconnect from that power within us. So it is the truth within us haven't taken on physical reality and manifestation in our life. In the Bible, it is referred to as the Word made flesh, the higher power of our true nature having manifested itself. Winning, therefore, is a manifestation of the human spirit. So you are a winner. Don't go after other people's life, because you have all you need to create your own successful life, your own life in your own term, and win the game of life. So those who eventually win in the game of life have, in most cases, failed numerous times before experiencing success. It is not a failure, it's experience, is how you are aligning with your path. So I don't believe in mistakes. I don't believe in failures. I believe that sometimes we are getting off the road, and the failures and the mistakes are the way to get us into alignment with our path, with our true path again. So yet the people who failed, they persevere. They don't give up. They keep looking. They keep aligning themselves with that path, improving with each effort, prompted always by the perfection that exists within, because they know they have the power within them. They have the connection with divinity. They have all they need to build that life, to go into that path. And most of all, they know they have a higher purpose, a beautiful higher purpose, that it is, it you can encounter that purpose in that path. So living a spiritual life as a spiritual being doesn't mean your life is going to be perfect. A lot of people confuse that. Sometimes I feel sad. Sometimes I feel tired. Sometimes I honestly get in a mood of, things are not moving, and we are human. I am human also, and even I live in a spiritual life. Even I am a light worker. Even I am a medium. I am a human, and it is not going to be perfect. There are difficulties, there are situations, there are divine timing. That is not always our time. So because we are indeed living an experience, a human experience, and if we don't fail or have difficulties to overcome, how can we grow and learn from this experience? If we do everything perfect and our lives are always perfect and we don't have to make the effort for anything, how are we going to grow? How are we going to learn? If we don't have to make decisions, if we don't have to let go something so we can, open the door for something else and better, and what is meant to be to come in, we have to go through all those processes. Having a spiritual life, it is not an easy thing. And it's sometime, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And it is not an easy thing because we are so attached to our humanness. We are so attached to how what we have been told it should be or we should do, that it takes a lot of effort to detach from the system. So if something doesn't work out, it's because it's teaching you something that will pull you closer to your purpose. I remember when I felt so lost and I looked at myself as a complete failure. When my small company went down to, nothing, it just broke after 3 years of me putting all of my effort, all of me on that project. But that situation put me closer to my purpose. I actually find my purpose, or it was the like the last step for me to find my purpose. Thanks to that, to the fact that my company didn't work out as I, thought it should work, or I hoped it worked. I wouldn't fulfill my purpose if I continue with that company, because I wouldn't have time to do the both things, So I understood that it wasn't a bad thing. It looked like a bad thing because I was attached to it, but it was not a bad thing. I took everything I learned from owning my own company, my own small video production company, and I stepped into my purpose. And I know that if I have not gone through all of that and the fact of having a company, I wouldn't have there to start from scratch with my purpose, to start something new, to start from nothing. And it I I don't know if it's something that is if it's something that has to do with my purpose, that I have been in situations for several times that I have to start from scratch. And I am now kind of used to it, and I am not so afraid to it. But doing something completely different from what I have done before as an entrepreneur, and in a language different from mine, having that company gave me the strength, and with owning that company before I jumped into my purpose, teach me you know the power that I have within me. And I knew with that experience how powerful I am, how capable I am of doing what what I want to do, what I focus on doing, what I put my energy onto. So without that experience that failed, I would not have been able to be what I am right now in such a short time. So each failure symbolizes one more step taken on the road to success, as one's faith in the presence of the true self endure. No matter how many times an individual might have failed at anything attempted in the past, each time, whether consciously realized or not, faith has moved that person one step closer to winning. How much sweeter it is then when we finally do win at lives. Once we do, having proven our abilities to ourselves, it can become a natural part of our lives. By vibrating to the true life within and acting upon it, one cannot help but become a winner. When you begin winning and vibrating to that spirit, life indeed becomes a wonderful game, a game to be lived and enjoyed to the utmost. The glooms are no longer a part of your makeup. Time is spent praising life and its rewards instead of blaming life and for its failures. Notice how critical a person is who is not a winner, constantly putting down life as if it were the greatest enemy of man. When you follow this pattern, the presence of the spirit of perfection is suppressed within you, and negative results in life are bound to follow. God made you a winner, so you are already won. So we are created in God's image and likeness. There's the same power that created all manifestations of nature exists within yourself in every single moment. Every second, all the time, is within yourself. So when you accept your oneness with all that is, when you accept your oneness with that first, with divinity, you begin to take your power back. You begin to feel inside you, within you, that powerful connection you have and the certainty that you can create what you want in life. So we spend life giving our personal power away to insecurities, to fear, to people, to situation, to our past. We are leaking our personal power, and that's why we feel unable to take action. So because personal power comes from the knowingness of being connected, of being one with divinity. In the beauty and splendor of who we truly are is the spirit that moves us to win, and at the same time give us the power to do it. Give us the strength, give us the drive to go for it. So knowing and living this truth will offer proof that indeed each and every one of you are a winner. You are already a winner. And you have to believe that, and you have to connect with that energy. You have to connect with that fact. You are a winner. There is the guideline to winning the game of life. Believe that the God power of your mind is greater than any obstacle before you. Obstacles have only a temporary power over us, while the God power is a permanent reality that removes them. Don't let your mind dwell on failure or frustration. Spend your precious time to think, tuning into your higher mind, into your connection with God, for direction as to what to do, for improvements to manifest in your life. If problems present themselves, go into a deep meditation and raise your consciousness above the mental level of the problem. In this way, you mentally outgrow the problem. So a winner does not think negatively. Winning is positivism. A lot of positivism. So allowing only positive thoughts to enter the mind each day creates a winning consciousness, physically attracting success. A winning person is an active person who makes full use of time. Meditation gives one the power to win, and action makes it so. So take action. Winning is the manifestation of the purpose of your soul at this time in your life. If you are tuned into the purpose of your soul, your life will flow more smoothly because you have a spiritual power behind everything you do, because you are working your purpose. So each day, ask your higher mind, ask God to guide you so that you are in alignment with the goals of your soul. A winning team in a sport is well coached. A winning individual should turn his or her life over to God and be coached by it every day. Life created you, and life can create for you. So winning ideas are creative ideas that dwell in abundance in your higher mind, that comes from God, that comes from divinity. Throughout every moment of every day, be alert to new ideas, to new creative ideas surfacing to the conscious level of your mind. And all it takes is just one creative idea to make you a winner. Winners don't kid themselves. Self-delusion does not create a winner. The height of self-delusion is the belief that you don't have it in you. You have the power of God, the power of the universe within you, and you have to believe this so you can tune into the energy. A winner never quits. If one thing doesn't materialize, the mental forces of the mind regroup and a new approach is tried. It is not giving up, it is a new perspective. Take what you have there and look at it with a new perspective. The only true failures in life are quitting or never having tried. Christ said, "He who hath set his hands to the plow, let him not look back." Having decided to be a winner, don't dwell on past failures. Look forward. Look ahead in your mind. Visualize success, and you will have victory. So we go with programming affirmations to create a winning mentality. The God power within me is greater than any obstacle before me. Failure is a thing of the past, while winning is the reality of the present and future, and by God's presence in my mind, it is so. I think only positive thoughts, and I am one with the absolute positive thinking of the mind of God within me. The winning purpose of my soul vibrates through my thoughts each and every day. Universal activity, perfect in its nature, individualizes itself in guiding my activities every day. As God's power within me created me, so God's power within me can create winning conditions in my life. I contain the universal perfection to be a winner. These affirmations repeated them every day for at least a week or 2 weeks. Write one down in a paper, take it with you, repeat it during the day, and try to take time, like several times a day, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, to vocalize your affirmations. That will help you a lot to tune into the energy. So there is a visualization treatment that you can sit down or take a walk, but go into a state of meditation, not something profound, just something light, that you feel calm, that you feel mindful. So form a picture of yourself in your mind, then see yourself living and vibrating the life of a winner, your own life, your own successful, your own idea of success. Visualize yourself, see yourself living this idea of success that is your idea of success. However you imagine a winner to be and to feel, see yourself in that way in your imagination. Visualize it, feel it, smell it, hear it, and let those positive vibrations of that visualization to possess you, to go into your bones, to go into your soul. That will give you an idea of how powerful you are when you tune into that energy. So to finish this class, just let's make a prayer to win the game of life. So, divine God of my being, I speak forth in your presence at the center of my mind. I am one with you now and always. I am one with your perfect nature now and always. In this state of oneness, my mind is inspired and directed by your mind. My actions are your universal activity, individualized in me. I created good in my life through your creative power within me. I know good in my life through your wisdom within me. No matter how hard at times the gain of life may be, your presence revitalizes and renews me. Surely goodness is within me always. As I dwell each day in the house of the Lord, my mind, for this realization I give thanks, I let it be, and so it is. Thank you for joining me. If you want more of the classes and more of materialization of manifestation power, and a lot of others topics and subjects like love, relationships, spirituality, sex, I will be giving these classes and these workshops in Spirituality for Living. So you can join me on my website. It's www.lauragauthor.com/spirituality. So I hope to see you there, and I hope you enjoy this class.